it's jchysteria, and I hope you're having a good Friday. If you're not, it's about to get just a little bit better because we're going to be showcasing one of the coolest bases I have seen in a while. This is by Apictor. I know him through KDog on a kind of like a PS message group chat, but he doesn't really post on social media. He's one of those people that just kind of builds for himself. And I definitely think he deserves some spotlight. So let's go around this submarine base that he has made. It is wicked cool. Super, super, like, stoked about some of this stuff. And there's some things in this build that you just don't see other people do. I think some of these are firsts for base. So to start off with, let's start at the beginning. Got these nice little 2 landing pads over here, and then underneath he's got these nice little structures to kind of support them. Already blending into the scene, nicely done. And then all throughout like this first section, he's got like kind of this maintenance or sub rework kind of thing going on at this little outpost. Even has like little floor panels just perfectly angled right on top of each other, you know, just slightly offset, leaning up against this triangle. Definitely gives that whole like work in progress submarine maintenance feel. And over here he's got a secondary prop just ready to be put on, and this is the thing that kind of immediately got me when I was looking at this, is look at how these shells are just placed perfectly angled, right? Like little 45-degree turn on every single one, and you can see it in its full glory over here. Look at that. That is just super smart. I don't think I've seen anyone else use the shells quite like this. And now that I've put this in a video on my channel, I'm pretty sure someone else is going to do it, but just know Apictor was the first. And over here he's got a bunch of planetary items and trophies just kind of chilling out in this little area, which I kind of think is like a maintenance observance post. I don't know. This is something people probably don't know that much about. You can like use the gamma weed, I think the fungal mold, and the geknip, and you can actually place them anywhere, any orientation, if you know how to do tier 2 or tier 3 glitches. I think the gamma weed is a tier 2, but if you wanted to do geknip or the fungal mold, you could actually pull those in with tier 3 glitches, which is really cool. And I'm gonna show you guys my second favorite part of this build. The shells being my favorite, but over here, this is awesome. I've only seen like Steve Evans do some really cool stuff with the robotic arms, but this is really cool. He's got the panel of the sub getting pulled off by these robotic arms. And also he's got one of these like lampposts. You can glitch over to this from the circular light and kind of angle those off on their side for stuff like that. That is just really cool. Right, before we head inside, let's check out over here. He's got kind of like a wooden scaffolding area over here, which I assume is for more maintenance. Jump over here. I know there's some stuff that's supposed to be right here, so I'm going to give it a second to pop in. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, cool. So yeah, look at these. These are little canisters, right? That usually hold like antimatter or other materials. He's got those perfectly placed so they kind of glitch in through the floor. Check that out. Get a good view. That definitely looks like a submarine with those. So I don't know what they're actually called, but you know, like in a sub where there's this little pipeway that goes down and you can kind of like view through it and you can see what's above the sub. I think That's what this is, right? He's got this little thing going up, and it's kind of like a little peephole, where you can imagine someone's actually in the bow of the sub, and they can look up and they can see through. My brother, who was in the Navy, who was actually on a submarine, is probably hating my terminology right now for all this stuff, but yeah. I think that is just really, really cool. And he's also got on the back, I'm going to call it a rudder. It's kind of perfectly offset to the side, as if that's the orientation it would be used for turning, and then even like a little robotic arm that kind of turns it. Alright, let's go underneath. There's two ways to get in. You can get in through that little ramp right there, or there's actually a little staircase, a steep staircase right here that you can use to get in. And we are in. Now this is kind of like the main area when I was first browsing through. And he's doing this too, that I've seen Action Pants do. I don't know which one of them did it first. But the idea is that the hex bush kind of looks like wiring. And if you place it correct, it kind of gives off that little cool wiring effect. Got some terminals in here. I think this might connect to the top. Oh, okay, I see. This is where, I might be wrong, but I think these are the same 5 little areas where those little canisters were at the top. Yeah, I think those probably connect. Don't quote me on it though, because I don't really know this space that well. Oh, missed a little room over there. This is probably like the captain's room. You just kind of chill in here. There's one bed here, but there's also down here somewhere. I think right here, yeah. There's a bunch of beds for all the lessers of the sub. Got all kinds of little nooks and corridors. I think this is a little bathroom. And to me, this is kind of like where you would roll up your toilet paper, right? Like a toilet paper roll. That's probably entirely wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. And then you can wash your hands or blow dry your hands on the way out. So, I don't know, stuff like that, like the way people decorate, and this is just super well decorated. Like some of the people you've seen me do before, No Man's Land, and then Action Pants that I recently did a collab with, and Apictor. These guys just have a wild imagination with the parts, stuff that I wouldn't think to do. Even like this right here, this little room. So he's got green wiring, little TV screens and stuff, but to me this kind of seems like this is like hot water or hot air flowing through this side, and then like cold water and cold air flowing through that side, and they kind of go in reverse of each other. Like putting in cuboid rooms in with like regular flooring and making it actually line up center. If you guys notice right here, this is lined up center. It's not actually easy to do, to make this all kind of function correctly. So, I mean, there's a lot of trial and error that goes into just placing these pieces to make them work together. So, extremely well done. I gotta show you guys what's on the back side of this. So this is kind of like the propeller room, right? The propellers on the other side. It's got all this nice piping and everything over here. Nice use of like the, I think it's what, the oxygen harvester? Or no, that's actually a medium refiner, but I think he's used some oxygen harvesters somewhere else too. Like that right there, look at that. Just kind of using the medium refiner placed in right there. Solid execution, right? Makes it all look that much more mechanical. And then even he's got these little tables, the curve tables, 2 of them right next to each other to kind of help with that circular look, and that's just, I don't know. That is cool. I can't say anything else about it because I don't think I've ever seen anyone kind of use those tables for a mechanical function either. Alright, this is probably my third favorite area in the whole place, and it's just the way it's kind of done is really smart. Alright, so we have, let me put some light in here. We've got torpedoes, and they're actually getting loaded in to a loader that's perfectly kind of like centered and everything, perfectly spaced. These little robotic arms getting ready to fire off at the enemy. And he's also got these little props on the back from the little fan units. Like, this is just creativity at its finest. Have you ever seen a torpedo loader in No Man's Sky? Anybody? I'll wait, because I'm pretty sure that's another first. That's just awesome. And the fact that he did it out of the little canisters and rusted pipes is just really cool, because the canisters kind of give off like that biochemical warfare kind of look to them already. So that's just, I'm really hoping those are torpedoes. I could be entirely wrong, but yeah, that's super cool. Got the little fins right there. Alright, let's check out the front of this thing. Nice little glass biodome kind of glitched into the floor panels. Or those are the ramp panels. With the little loader up front. I've never actually looked underneath. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't even see this down here before. I'm glad I looked underneath. This is like a little miniature sub. But look at this thing, guys. Roleplay at its finest. Like, this looks like a realistic kind of submarine outpost, and it's flawlessly executed in my opinion. Alright guys, so this was Apictor's submarine base. This is on PS4 creative mode, Euclid. I've got some chords on the screen right now, but look at this. This is the kind of stuff that people are doing that some people might not ever, notice or see, because these guys don't really share a lot of this kind of stuff. They just kind of keep it to themselves, which is cool, but I really just wanted to show this off for others to see, because, I mean, definitely feel like there's way more builders out there that need a little bit more kind of showcased, a little bit more attention, and Apictor's one of them. I mean, K-Dog was talking to me a while back, and he's like, yeah man, Apictor's just really, really solid builder. He's showed me a lot of cool stuff, and it definitely shows, right? Like, I can definitely see the influence from Apictor here in some of K-Dog's builds. This is just super cool. Can't wait to do this again. I'm going to try and put up episodes every Friday if I can. Might get a little hectic next week with the holidays, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below of this base. I will catch you guys later. Until next time, it's been JC, and happy Friday once again.